Set to go, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Atlanta Falcons.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
Now a first carry here for Robinson.
And a short pickup to about the 25. You look at this Eagle defense.
They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. Well, Charles, did it seem like to you that maybe they were a little worried about his running prowess there? Because everybody kind of froze when he got outside the pocket and they were able to throw it for the first down.
Absolutely, and you work all week getting ready for a game and you know that the potential is there for him to run it, but you better take care of those receivers downfield. They can hurt you first.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10.
Being chased out left. And this one complete to Smith.
He could only get a yard after all that. It's 2nd down. The Falcons at 3-5, 2 games under 500. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Going play action. Ritter. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 37.
Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
On 1st down, Ritter
completes it to the fullback, Ham. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Second down and a run by Robinson.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop it behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying, if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect.
This is DeAndre Swift, who, of course, played just up the road in Athens.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd down and 6.
2nd and 6 at the Falcons 45-yard line.
Once again, it's Swift. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And they move this all the way down to the 9.
40 yards rushing for him on their opening drive of the contest, and it's now 1st and goal. Here's Swift.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
DeAndre Swift, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He might score. He will score. Touchdown, Falcons.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. These two teams all tied after one. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
Room here to run. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
He was brought down by Richie Grant.
Now Hurts looking to change the play.
And an Eagle first down.
From the gun, here's Swift.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. A handoff, Swift running to the left.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
91 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Swift going to try up the middle, and he's got it down to the 28.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
Hurts.
Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive.
They'll run right here with Swift.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
DeAndre Swift.
Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
23 yards the pickup there.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Now Ritter to throw on first down.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Sticking with the passing game. Here's Ritter again.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Trying for it on 4th down. Here's Ritter. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Eagles will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
At their own 45-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Escaping the pressure right. He's got it at the 15. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Now a toss for Swift left side.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
DeAndre Swift
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
Out to his left. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Ritter to throw it. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Ritter with another throw on second down.
Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. Third down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Ritter back to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Ritter on the fourth down try. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
To the air again, it's Ritter. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Final play before the half. Here's Ritter.
Flushed out right.
That's going to be caught by Pitts.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles 16. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it is really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it, and in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
They'll try it now with Swift.
And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And quickly they get to the line.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Bijan Robinson
With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year.
And the Falcons have got it back to within a score.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up. Swift is hit, and he coughs it up. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Second and short now following the fumble. Now a give right side Swift. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 153 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift.
And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
It hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They begin the drive with Robinson. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Ritter will set up to throw it.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Ritter.
They'll roll him out right.
That's down the field for Jefferson.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Ritter on 1st and 10.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Another throw coming up here for Ritter. Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 33. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. Well, hold everything here because this is about the last guy that they would want to see shaken up. Quarterback Jalen Hurts in some discomfort.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
This is caught inside the 15. A big connection on that one. 47 yards. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter.
On the handoff, this is Swift.
And he stopped immediately there. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
One more time with Swift.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
DeAndre Swift.
A 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Eagles look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now up to 14. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. For the last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone, they throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive.
Yeah, nothing worse than repeat mistakes, right? You end up coughing the ball up, you end up throwing a pick, everything goes awry, and now points don't go up on the board. I just heard a fan scream out, I thought the idea was to score points. Yeah, they're getting a little restless too.
And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's Ritter.
Flush to his right. He's got a man, complete. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 51 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Steps away. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now Ritter going to change up the look.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And they're going to speed things up here.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Looking to throw once more. Here's Ritter. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown.
From 17 yards out.
And the Falcons have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Boy, 179 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift.
Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
On 2nd down, Swift.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Once again, it's Swift.
Dodges him at the 50. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Throwing is Hurts.
Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
2nd down and 4. Throwing left side, and Watson has it. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That 1st down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got...
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown.
Elliott on for the extra point.
Jake Elliott on for the point after.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Yeah, the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. And a good job here by the Falcons, their hands team, able to recover it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of it.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Eagles are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And that's caught inside the 30. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
That's going to be caught. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends.